Greetings, fellow visionary. Today I want to guide you through a set of powerful marketing insights, tactics, and methodologies. More precisely, I'll unveil a robust framework and a definitive playbook you can employ to forge marketing that genuinely converts, drives substantial profit, and propels the expansion of your enterprise or any venture you're engaged with. This blueprint will serve as your constant companion whenever you're contemplating avenues for attracting fresh clientele, generating superior leads, boosting sales figures, or launching a novel initiative. It offers a clear, sequential roadmap. This ensures your efforts are precisely aligned, the right actions in the right context for the right audience. No more aimless speculation, no more relying on blind luck. Unveiling the marketing architecture. What you see before you is the conceptual genesis of this entire endeavor, initially a whirlwind of thoughts and concepts hastily put to paper. In my characteristic pursuit of refinement, I've distilled this into a more coherent and polished diagram for your benefit. Our journey through this architecture will commence at its core, radiating outwards. The prevalent misconception regarding marketing, business planning, and strategic development is that they represent a linear progression, a series of distinct sequential steps. However, the true landscape is often a dynamic, iterative cycle, much like a roller coaster. We experiment, we gather data and feedback, we scrutinize analytics and metrics, and then we adapt and adjust. Our subsequent moves are informed by previous outcomes, by what succeeded and what didn't. This process is one of continuous evolution, demanding your own capacity for flexibility and responsiveness. Despite this dynamic nature, there is a definitive sequence of actions to undertake. Haphazardly disseminating content across various social media platforms is a recipe for futility. Such an approach inevitably leads to frustration, burnout, and ultimately the abandonment of your entire initiative. This serves no one, not you, not those you aspire to serve. Cornerstone 1. The value proposition. The initial paramount step when initiating any new campaign, whether for an established enterprise or a nascent venture, is to center your focus on your value proposition or what you offer. Within the marketing sphere, there's an ongoing discourse concerning the genesis of a business or its expansion. Should the value proposition precede the target demographic, or vice versa? In essence, do you fashion a product and then seek its buyers, or do you identify those in need and then craft a solution? There's no universal consensus. Herein lies our proposed solution. For a novel business, one without prior sales, existing solely as an idea, it's typically more advantageous to contemplate the individuals you aim to assist. These might be individuals you once were, those with whom you resonate, or members of a community you currently belong to. The deeper your comprehension of your target market's pain points, anxieties, frustrations, and aspirations, which we'll explore shortly, the more effectively you can position your product, service, or offering as the definitive remedy for their challenges. To encapsulate this segment, if you're contemplating a new product or service, conduct thorough market research to pinpoint the ideal segment of individuals you can best serve, ensuring a strong alignment. For an existing business, ascertain the distinctive qualities of your current offerings. Then, identify your most valuable clients, perhaps by applying the Pareto principle, 80-20 rule, to your existing customer base, examining the top 20% for commonalities, traits, demographics, and geographical locations. These insights will inform how you continue to serve your most receptive audience. This meticulously defined value proposition will constitute the bedrock of all subsequent endeavors. Every action, every strategy will align with and bolster this core offering. Effective marketing prioritizes a singular value proposition at any given time. While you may possess multiple capabilities or aspirations, avoid overwhelming your audience with a cascade of disparate offerings. Such an approach fosters confusion, inaction, and analysis paralysis, and a bewildered customer rarely makes a purchase. Thus, our journey commences here. Cornerstone 2. Defining aspirations. Having solidified your value proposition, the subsequent phase directs us towards establishing your aspirations or goals. When it comes to setting benchmarks for your marketing, I don't insist on rigidly precise, quantifiable objectives, like reducing acquisition costs by exactly 3% or boosting leads by precisely 228%. However, it is absolutely essential to possess a guiding star, an illuminating beacon to steer your trajectory. This ensures you remain on the correct course, circumventing irrelevant detours that yield no benefit for you, your enterprise, or the individuals you endeavor to serve. A common pitfall is that many entrepreneurs and marketers engage in marketing simply for its own sake. They're advised to do some marketing and create content, so they comply, often generating generic material that, unsurprisingly, fails to resonate. Alternatively, their objectives might be misaligned, focusing on generating likes, comments, or shares, rather than cultivating a vibrant community and fostering genuine engagement with the right demographic. Such focused engagement is what truly translates into qualified leads, loyal customers, increased sales, substantial revenue, and tangible business expansion. Fortunately, the ultimate aim when establishing marketing aspirations is typically straightforward: an increase in sales or a rise in revenue. From this ultimate objective, you can then systematically work backward, assigning pertinent metrics and key performance indicators, known as KPIs, to ensure absolute alignment. For instance, if you're selling a $1,000 product via phone and you consistently close 1 out of 2 sales calls, you instantly know you require 2 sales discussions to secure 1 sale. From there, you can determine the number of leads necessary to generate those 2 calls, and subsequently, the clicks required to acquire those leads. This backward engineering provides a clear, actionable direction. Cornerstone 3. Understanding your audience. Next, we delineate the parameters of your target audience, arguably the most pivotal component within the entire marketing ecosystem. Indeed, the very term marketing is intrinsically linked to market, underscoring its profound significance. Your audience forms the very core, the central pivot of your entire campaign, your overarching strategy. Every action you undertake revolves around your target audience and what genuinely serves their interests. The fundamental truth of marketing is that individuals don't purchase merely upon comprehension. They purchase when they feel understood. This principle is rooted in empathy and awareness, the capacity to step into their shoes, to perceive the world from their vantage point. A prevalent reason why much marketing fails to connect with its intended audience is a lack of relevance. It doesn't resonate. The audience fails to grasp its personal applicability, leading them to simply tune it out. Consider this familiar scenario. You encounter an advertisement, be it on television, YouTube, or Facebook, and your immediate thought is, "This is utterly nonsensical. What are they even trying to sell?" And even if you decipher the product, you might dismiss it as absurd. Who would ever buy that? Yet here's the crucial insight. The product or service might be perfectly viable, and the advertisement itself expertly crafted. The crucial factor is that you are not the target audience. While audience targeting can occasionally miss its mark, the undeniable truth is that by being precise and pertinent to the correct individuals, you will invariably compel them to act. They will be compelled to seek the solution to their predicament, provided you've eloquently articulated it, employing the right language, in the right manner, at the opportune moment. Conversely, if you dilute your message in an attempt to appeal to everyone, it becomes inherently generic, insipid, and utterly forgettable. People instinctively disregard it. You're familiar with the type: advertisements proclaiming superior service, faster delivery, or simply, "we're the best." Firstly, these are ill-defined terms, subject to myriad interpretations. Secondly, Virtually every competitor can utter the same claims, rendering them meaningless. While I'll delve deeper into these specifics shortly, let's first pinpoint your ideal customer archetype. This is often segmented into three categories. Numero uno, demographic data. These are the conventional identifiers associated with a target audience: age, gender, income, occupation, professional titles, the fundamental characteristics of a typical customer profile. Numero dos, geographic specifics. Where does your audience reside? What city, state, province, country, or even neighborhood? This is critically important, as cultural nuances exist not only between nations, but also between cities, and sometimes even within different neighborhoods of the same city. 3. Psychographic insights, the paramount layer of understanding. What are their values, attitudes, lifestyles, and core beliefs? What organizations do they belong to? What are their religious or political leanings? These are the elements often considered impolite dinner table conversation, yet they are precisely what you need to comprehend. You must penetrate their thought processes, understanding their genuine perspectives on these sensitive topics. While I'm not advocating for direct, overt appeals to these elements in all your advertising, maintaining this awareness is crucial when developing marketing collateral. What will resonate with this audience? What will they find unappealing or offensive? What will prove polarizing in a beneficial way? Drawing them in while effectively deterring those you prefer not to engage with. Navigating aspirations and aversions. Having meticulously defined your audience, we must now plunge even deeper into their psychographic landscape. To achieve this, we dissect their aspirations and aversions, their miracles and miseries. These terms, which I've coined, essentially encompass the two fundamental emotional spectra of your target market. Their aversions, miseries, represent their fears, predicaments, anxieties, frustrations, and worst-case scenarios, all the negative states they desperately seek to escape. Their aspirations, miracles, embody their desires, dreams, objectives, and hopes, all the positive outcomes they relentlessly pursue. Every individual, every target audience, and every business possesses the capacity to appeal to both a person's aversions and their aspirations. Certain industries or market segments may lean more heavily towards one over the other. In essence, messaging that helps someone retreat from discomfort can sometimes exert a more potent influence. Conversely, more inspirational language, guiding someone towards achievement, can prove more effective for different market segments. Often, a judicious blend of both proves most efficacious. This is where the power truly lies. These aspirations and aversions delineate a chasm, a divide between their current reality, fraught with challenges, and their desired future, replete with positive outcomes. Your marketing's fundamental mission is to bridge this chasm, guiding them away from their struggles and towards their triumphs. The more adeptly you can communicate this transition, demonstrating how acquiring your product, utilizing your service, or embracing your offer will facilitate this transformation, the more impactful your marketing and sales efforts will become. Optimal engagement channels. Moving forward, our next consideration is where your audience is present and active. This is a particular point of emphasis for me. One of my marketing frustrations arises when individuals, asked about their target market, declare everyone, or everyone in the world, or merely people with money. As we've established, such broad strokes inevitably lead to bland, uninspired, and irrelevant messages. Another vexation occurs when business owners, entrepreneurs, or marketers, upon discovering a new platform or marketing opportunity, plunge headlong into it without first completing the critical preliminary steps we've already outlined: defining the business model, understanding the target audience, and dissecting their aspirations and aversions. Instead, they hastily engage with the new platform, churn out content, experience no results, and then permanently abandon that channel. Predictably, this approach often fails because the chosen platform, might be entirely unsuitable for their business. Their desired audience simply may not be present there, relegating their marketing efforts to what I term the marketing wasteland, an area devoid of potential prospects and customers. A far more astute strategy involves identifying your ideal target audience, pinpointing their demographic characteristics, age, gender, income, occupation, and then matching these with the social media platforms that naturally cater to that demographic. Fortunately, this is not proprietary information. A simple online search for social media demographics will yield a wealth of resources linking specific age groups and genders to various platforms. While the landscape constantly shifts, some patterns remain relatively stable. For the business-to-business, B2B community, LinkedIn remains a cornerstone. If your demographic is predominantly 35 or 40 and above, Facebook likely remains your most effective channel. For a younger audience, perhaps 25-35, Instagram is a strong contender. TikTok, while newer, initially skewed younger but is rapidly maturing, attracting users across their 20s, 30s, 40s, and 50s. Twitter, now X, typically attracts a slightly younger, more urban demographic. Pinterest remains largely female-centric. YouTube generally serves as neutral ground for a broad spectrum of users seeking diverse content, though it necessitates video creation. More on this shortly. Other options include country-specific platforms, Reddit forums, WhatsApp groups, and Snapchat for a much younger audience. The sheer volume of choices often leads to confusion, prompting the belief that one must be present on every platform. In reality, you are far better served by selecting just one or two platforms where your ideal audience is genuinely present and actively engaged, and then dedicating your efforts exclusively to those, disregarding the rest. So, let's draw our line and advance. Crafting compelling narratives. Now that we've established these foundational elements, the next critical step is to determine the nature of the content we will create. This brings us to content format. My recommendation here is to initially select a primary content format. This may not be your ultimate destination, as we'll discuss later. Plenty of suspense in this narrative. The core principle is that while there's much to explore, our starting point will likely differ from our eventual optimized approach. I'll present a few alternatives, some of which are significantly more potent than others. You have broadly three categories: text-based content, audio content, and video content. Arguably, visual graphic content like infographics also exists, but these are typically supplementary to one of the other formats. Content also varies in length, short form and long form. My strong suggestion is that nearly every business requires at least one form of long-form content, which can then be repurposed into various short-form pieces. Long-form text naturally translates to a blog. Long-form audio manifests as a podcast. Long-form video finds its home on platforms like YouTube. For short-form content, we consider brief text updates like tweets, Instagram captions, Facebook posts, LinkedIn updates. Short-form audio is trickier, often involving podcast snippets enhanced with visual elements. However, short-form vertical video is currently dominating. Think Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, and TikTok. While platform preferences for video length vary, typically we're looking at content between 15-30 seconds or 30-60 seconds. So, what can you discuss for 30 to 60 seconds? I'm confident that if you've been operating a business for any period, or possess genuine enthusiasm for your work, you have a wealth of insights to share that others would find captivating. Naturally, if your aspiration is to truly command your niche and emerge as an industry leader, YouTube stands out as the unequivocal champion for long-form video content. Therefore, don't shy away from experimenting. Feel free to upload a few less-than-perfect videos initially. The inherent advantage of just beginning is that your audience is typically smaller, affording you the opportunity to practice and refine without the full scrutiny of the internet. Reflecting on early attempts, they can often be awkward nerve-wracking, and technically imperfect. However, the overarching truth is that practice fosters progress, and every journey of improvement necessitates a starting point. The overarching imperative: more people consume this type of content than anything else. It effortlessly fulfills the requirement of clearly articulating both aspirations and aversions. It integrates seamlessly with nearly every platform, allowing us to effectively present it to individuals precisely where they are actively engaged online. It represents the pinnacle of content formats. We can embed it within emails, and it functions as an integral component of the conversion pipeline, and so forth. It's likely unsurprising that the ultimate piece of this intricate puzzle is video. Essentially, the pivotal inquiry you should pose to yourself is: how can you amplify every facet of your endeavors with a comprehensive video marketing approach? While YouTube clearly reigns supreme for long-form video content, I recognize that for those new to video marketing, or those unaccustomed to being in front of a camera, this can feel like a significant undertaking. Therefore, we can set that grand objective aside for a moment. There exist numerous smaller, yet profoundly effective steps that can lead you to this inevitable conclusion. First, begin with stories. Simply grab your smartphone, activate the recording function, and capture 15 to 30 seconds of live footage. Share a valuable tip, an insightful observation, or a compelling anecdote. The barrier to entry is minimal. No intricate editing is required. Raw authenticity will consistently surpass overly produced and polished content. If you're inclined to escalate your efforts, consider creating more stories throughout the day. 2, 3, or even 4 per day can be a potent strategy. You can leverage platforms like Instagram and Facebook, among others, depending on evolving subscriber dynamics and platform guidelines. Stories offer an excellent means to tentatively test the waters and initiate your video journey. Next, if you're prepared to advance and capitalize on the current surge in organic reach, short-form vertical content remains your optimal choice. This encompasses formats like Instagram Reels, TikTok, and YouTube Shorts. While preferred video lengths vary across platforms, generally we're looking at 15 to 30 seconds or 30 to 60 seconds. So, what pertinent information can you convey within a 30 to 60 second time frame? I'm confident that if you possess any significant experience in your field or genuine passion for your work, you have a wealth of knowledge to impart that others would find genuinely engaging. Naturally, if your ambition is to truly dominate your sector and emerge as its preeminent leader, YouTube is undeniably the champion for long-form video content. Therefore, do not hesitate to experiment. Upload a few initial videos that may not be perfect. The inherent advantage of commencing your journey is that your audience is initially smaller, granting you the opportunity to practice and refine your skills without the intense scrutiny of a vast online audience. Reflecting on early videos, they can often appear awkward, marked by nervousness, and exhibit technical imperfections. Yet, the core principle remains. Consistent practice yields continuous improvement, and every advancement necessitates a starting point. While there are still several additional strategies, techniques, and insights I haven't had the opportunity to cover here, I've prepared a supplementary resource for you. I've linked a video right here, presenting 7 of the most rigorously proven and highly effective marketing strategies for your immediate consideration. I will link below the video where I go through the rest of 7 strategies that your business needs to thrive in this digital age, and the subscribers of my channel who decided to turn on the notifications will receive a simple notifications when that video will be live, ready for you if you subscribe and turn on the notifications. The 7 essential strategies. Understanding the 7 principles I'll present there will empower you to instantaneously elevate your entire marketing operation, generating superior outcomes, increased engagement, greater traffic, and enhanced sales from every endeavor you undertake. These strategies focus on refining your approach, ensuring that every marketing action you take is purposeful and effective. Refining your message for clarity. Even with a defined target audience and understanding their aspirations and aversions, your message needs to be crystal clear. This means stripping away jargon, avoiding ambiguity, and speaking directly to your audience's core needs and desires. A refined message cuts through the noise, making your offer irresistible and instantly understandable. Optimizing conversion pathways. You've got people entering your marketing funnel, but where are they dropping off? This strategy is all about meticulously examining each step of your customer's journey. Identify leaks in your funnel, where prospects lose interest or encounter friction. This could involve streamlining your website, simplifying your opt-in process, or refining your call to action. Small tweaks here can lead to significant increases in conversions. Leveraging scarcity and urgency. Ethically, human psychology dictates that we often value what is scarce or what we might lose. This strategy involves incorporating ethical scarcity and urgency into your offers to encourage quicker decision-making. This isn't about manipulation, but about providing a gentle nudge when genuine opportunities are limited, such as limited time offers or a cap on available spots. Implementing personalization at scale. While you understand your target audience, truly connecting with individuals requires personalization. This involves segmenting your email lists, tailoring content to specific demographics, or even personalizing website experiences based on user behavior. The goal is to make each prospect feel seen and understood, fostering a deeper connection. Building a strong community. Around your brand. Beyond direct sales, cultivating a loyal community around your brand can be an incredible marketing asset. This means fostering engagement on social media, creating exclusive groups, and encouraging user-generated content. A strong community acts as a powerful referral engine and builds long-term brand advocacy. Mastering retargeting and remarketing. Not everyone will convert on their first interaction. Retargeting allows you to re-engage with individuals who have already shown interest in your products or services, but haven't yet purchased. By showing them targeted ads or sending follow-up emails, you can gently guide them back into your funnel and encourage them to take the next step. Continuous A/B testing and iteration. The marketing landscape is constantly evolving, and what works today might not work tomorrow. This final strategy emphasizes the importance of continuous testing. Regularly, A/B test different headlines, calls to action, ad creatives, and landing page designs. Use the data you collect to iterate and refine your strategies, ensuring your marketing efforts remain optimized for maximum impact. Before I leave, let me remind you that my subscribers get a lot more value, and it doesn't cost you a thing. A lot more videos will be published in the following days, and I will be ready for you to guide you to grow your business. I will even share how I make millions of views from social media across multiple clients and multiple niches with proof. So don't be afraid to comment below. And if you have a friend who wants to grow his business, make sure to send this to him. He will forever think that you are an absolute legend and will forever give you discounts to his products.